Hi there, we're going to be doing Chapter 6 GMetrix quiz, but before we start, I wanted to make sure that there's a place in this where we have to go back into our GMetrix folder, and I want to make sure that you're able to get to your GMetrix folder. I have it set up at school so you can get to it very easily, but I don't know about you. I was taking this quiz a minute ago and I couldn't find where my GMetrix folder was. So the best thing to do is come up here into the little settings button, and you want to click on local user settings. All right, you want to go into the little directory button, and what I did, because I kind of just wanted to have it go into my documents, I just clicked on this PC and I clicked on documents and I just clicked OK, and then I clicked the little save button, and that way I know where to get it. All right, let's move on to new test. And we're going to go to PowerPoint. Chapter 6 quiz. Let's go. Okay, our first thing is we need to go to slide 2 and insert a clustered column chart inside the empty text box. So that would be right here. We're going to click on chart. And clustered column chart is already selected. We click OK. And our little PowerPoint thing comes up. Okay, and it says resize the chart data range to only include two categories and 2 series. So if you'll remember, what we got to do here is we got to grab onto that little blue thing in the corner, and we're going to drag over so there's only 2 series and 2 categories. Okay, and then it wants us to rename the categories. Students, making sure to capitalize the word students. And category 2 is supposed to be adults. Make sure to capitalize the word adults. And the series should say can read and can't read. All right, and then it tells us to use the data from the text box on slide 2. So I got to move this over a little bit so I can read it. So here we have students can read is 80%, and can't read is 20%. And adults that can read are 65%, and that can't read are 35%. Now, very important. Right now, do you see anything coming up in the chart yet? It's because I haven't clicked out of that box where I typed the 35%. I have to make sure to click out of that box. And see, when I clicked out of that box, how the chart filled in? That's very important. That's how a lot of people get this question wrong. Okay, so make sure you've clicked out of that box. Close that. You're good to go. Go next. All right, on slide 3, format the competition chart. To show, anytime we want to show something, we can click on this plus button. If you remember, that's all the chart elements. And it wants us to show the data labels. So we're going to go click on data labels. Best fit. So there's best fit. When I click on best fit, you notice how the check button got checked. All right. I'm going to click on next. All right, next, again, we go to slide 3, and this time they want to make sure the legend is positioned on the bottom. So what I'm going to do again is go to my chart elements, and I'm going to go to legend, and I do my little arrow so I can change it to position bottom. Okay, now here it is on the bottom. All right, I click on the legend because it wants a solid fill of rose accent too. So I have to go to format. I go to, make sure just that is shape fill. Let's try this one. Rose accent 2. There we go. And I'm going to click next. All right, here we go. Slide 3 again. Change the chart type to clustered bar. Okay, so to change the chart type, I have to actually click on the chart. That way my tools come up for charts. Under chart design, see where it says change chart type? Okay, clustered bar. We go to bar, and sure enough, clustered bar is already checked. Click OK, and we click next. Moving on. Slide 3 again. Apply the shape style colored outline orange accent 1 to the chart. This is where you got to be kind of careful because sometimes you just click on there and think, okay, I've got the chart selected, but you're not really sure what you have selected. I always say you need to go to the Format tab and check right up here to see what you have selected. Actually, right now, I have the plot area selected. So if I want to make sure I have the chart area selected, I click on that. That's how a lot of people get it wrong and get frustrated because they don't understand why they're getting it wrong. All right, so we're going to do colored outline orange accent 1 is going to be one of these, I think. I'm going to assume it's this one, and it is. Okay, and on we go. All right, slide 5. Format the chart to have a shape style of moderate effect purple accent 6 with a weight of 6. So format the chart. So again, we want to make sure we only have the chart area selected. I got to format. This time I did have the chart area selected. Moderate effect purple accent 6. There we go. Moderate effect purple accent 6. And with a weight of 6 points. A weight is going to be the outline or the border. It doesn't tell us a color, so we're not going to change the color. We're just going to say weight is 6. And there we go. Next, slide 4. Format the chart grid lines on the primary horizontal axis to show major and minor grid lines. So we're going to click on here and our plus button. There's our grid lines. Okay. So we want to show primary major horizontal and primary minor horizontal because that's what they're telling us to do. Primary horizontal, major, and minor. Okay. Get that done. Slide 2, change the chart layout. Okay, so we got a chart designs. Be careful because they're both numbered, chart styles and chart layouts, but this says chart layout. So we want to go to layouts. 4 is right there. Slide 4, modify the chart type to be a 3D pie. Okay, this is another one where we're going to go to the chart design. We're going to change the chart type to be a pie, and 3D is right there. Okay. Clustered column chart, using the information on slide 8. Okay, this is one of the few instances that what you are going to do on this chart is going to look so wrong. And I always say if it looks wrong, it's not right, but in this case, it is. All right, so we're going to select the information. We're not going to select the blank row at the bottom. There's no reason to do that. So we're going to copy. Okay. Then we're going to go to the Insert tab. And we're going to do a chart. We went clustered column, which is already selected. We click OK. And what we're going to do is we're simply going to go to that first cell, A1, and we're just going to paste. Paste that in there. Okay. And if you want to I don't think it makes it right or wrong, but you can scoot it up. I don't think even if you don't change this, because I've done this before, it'll mark it. I know it looks really bad, but I promise you it's going to be right. One of those rare instances. All right, last one. Insert the table and chart in Excel to slide 9. All right, so we're inserting an Excel file into the slide. So if you'll remember, you have to hit Insert. We did this in Word too. Object, Create from File. We're going to browse. That's why it was important for you to know where your GMetrix folder was. Here's my GMetrix folder. There's the 314 salad sales. Click OK. Puts it in there. Sooner or later, there we go. All right. And that is the last one. I know doing this by chapter makes these quizzes pretty quick, doesn't it? When we get 100. All right, I want to keep doing one of these every single day because we have to be ready by May 18th, which is not even 2 weeks away. So let's keep doing one of these every single day, and hopefully you'll be ready on the 18th for the certification test.